What's up, Weirdos? Shade Surgery here at Forgotten Angels with the camp out literally days away. And of course, we're giving away the Road King over there, but why is there a bright blue Moto Guzzi at Forgotten Angels? Well, more on that in a minute.
Hell yeah. Oh. Snap, crackle, and pop. Boys, I'm not gonna lie, I can't see shit.
What's up, Weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here in a garage, which looks a lot like the garage I'd want to have when I grow up. If I ever planned on growing up. When we're looking at the bikes across the wall over here, on top of some other bikes that we're going to look at later, we're starting with a 450 KTM, a Ducati, a Kawasaki Z900, Harley XR 1200. When the most boring bike, no offense, bud, when the most boring bike on the wall is a 100 horsepower Bonneville, you know you're doing pretty damn good. And what I love about that, you look at the many varied and odd spread of bikes behind you, especially the enthusiast bikes like XR's 1200. I don't even need to see my new friend Tony here to know that he's someone I'm gonna get along with. I can just tell. I didn't know there was gonna be a dirt bike in here, but the first story that Tony told me about riding motorcycles was about how his first bike was an Aramachi Harley Davidson dirt bike, which he's told me about a few surgeries, but what happened with your first one?
I wrapped it around a tree.
Like you should any good dirt bike. At least once or twice. You'd think that you'd learn to stop wrapping it around trees after you do a couple, but venture to guess that you've been intimate with other trees after that.
Many trees. In fact, that accident on the Harley, the bike ended up standing up on its back wheel, wedged between two trees.
Probably say Termagoni in front of a Duca testicle just to piss him off.
I was never sure how to actually say that, honestly.
You know what? Most people watching right now will consider that a point in your favor. Even if they do love Ducati, because if you bust me up about how to say Termioni, well, guess what? I know something about you too. Talking about enthusiast bikes, but of course the Harley Davidson XR 1200. You know what this looks like? It looks like everything I wanted when I was 17 and could afford when I was 47.
There you go.
I want to be you when I grow up. I just don't plan on getting there. I'm not sure what part of the video we're in right now where you guys are looking. It's the part of the video where David's pushing the bike and I'm filming it. A familiar sight for some people who've been watching for many years. This is far from the only Forgotten Angels donation that our man Tony given us. So when you see him at the camp out, make sure to say howdy.
I like that. Off into the wild blue fucking yonder. As so many of you guys are doing right now, the Discord, the Shade Tree Army Discord is full of people preparing or already on their way to the Forgotten Angels camp out, and could not be better. I'm getting caressed all over my body by that freak Mother Nature. It is a brisk 76 degrees right now. It feels like riding in Portland. You guys are coming down here for absolutely the best riding season that Florida has to offer. Now don't worry if you're not riding your motorcycle down here. I've seen a couple people in the Discord talking about like, hey man, I might have to drive my car. Drive your car, man. I just want to hang out and party with you. Nobody says you gotta ride your bike, but if you happen to ride your motorcycle, or at least bring it with you, you are in for the best Florida has to offer. Let me slow down now. Now I'm in the neighborhood. I gotta get my last few rides in on the Storm King here, because this bike is very soon about to be somebody else's bike. I always feel like I'm gonna have more time with them. I thought I was gonna be able to take like a long trip on this bike or something. I guess whoever wins it, you'll just be happy that I didn't, because you're gonna be getting it with less miles on it. This thing has like 7,000 miles on it or something like that. Basically a brand new Road King that you can win for $25 with 100% of the proceeds going to benefit Forgotten Angels in their fight to end the cycle of abuse in the foster care system. Along with many other prizes, some of which donated very recently. Like the sign says, welcome home. Oh, what am I doing? Hey, let me slow down. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Oh gosh, the campfires are already burning and weather feels so damn good. I know it's Florida, but y'all better bring a hoodie, because it's literally, once the sun goes down, it's hoodie weather.
And back at Forgotten Angels again with that blue Moto Guzzi back there, but that's not the only new bike that showed up. There's quite a few new very interesting additions.
Hell yeah. Now, most people just say Suzuki's happy to be along for the ride, but oh my god, it actually says 1, 2, 3 on the gears? Now, that's freaking slick. There is just always something about a kickstart inline 4 Japanese UJM. The Suzuki GS, they might not have sold quite as many of these as the CB750 or even the CB550, but for the guys who wanted something a little bit different, this was a cool-ass motorcycle. And you, of course, could make it a cafe racer or a chopper or a brat bike or a scrambler or any one of those things. And I don't always say this, but with this bike, since it's so cherry exactly how it sits right now, I'd probably leave it just like this. Well, maybe not just like this. I might put some exhaust on it, and I don't know, I might change the paint job, or yeah, okay, I'd customize it. You could do whatever you want with it if you end up with this motorcycle. Yeah, it doesn't quite accelerate like a Gixxer 600, but it is its great-great-grandpappy. And there's something to be said for that. It's a cool-ass motorcycle, and at the end of the day, kickstarting a bike, as long as it starts, always looks cool. Hell yeah. Man, freaking Indian did the FTR dirty, but we are coming back with a vengeance. I don't know if he told you guys, but we are giving away, well, thanks to my man here donated all these bikes, to go in addition to the Road King at the Forgotten Angels campout. So you're going to get a ticket to win a motorcycle just by showing up to the campout. Now, we haven't decided which motorcycle yet, but we got a few cool ones to choose from. Golly, dude, you forget how much these things rip. It makes such a difference to have open exhaust on them. Oh. Snap, crackle, and pop. I dig your style, baby. If you asked me if we'd ever be giving away an Indian FTR, I'd say I don't know how, but thanks to my man who donated this motorcycle, I'm excited about giving it away, but I'd be a liar if I didn't say I wasn't just as excited to put some miles on the thing. I probably could have gotten a long-term tester FTR from Burt's Black Pearl, but I just never did because they were discontinuing them, and they're such nice bikes, and I don't like to put a shit ton of miles on one of Burt's brand new bikes. But this one, I don't mind at all. I like that. Woohoo! Hell yeah, dude. This thing is gonna get me in trouble. Oh, it just feels so good. The motorcycle sounds so good. The air feels so good. The sunset's so beautiful. My God. Low 70s, cool air, beautiful sky in my shirt sleeve. Does feel just like Oregon down here, and I haven't seen those guys in a while. There's a few days left till the camp out, so I don't know, let's head on down to Oregon and see what they're up to over there.
Well, if you couldn't tell from the way I'm dressed, we ain't the Wang anymore, team. It's 41 degrees outside, but when in the PNW, do as the peeners do. Peeners? Is that gonna work for you guys? Let me know in the comments down below.
Is the wet spot frozen over, or are we still moist? Come on. I think we might need a little encouragement. It's cold outside. You can't fault poor things. Sometimes you gotta give it a little pat and call it a good girl before the wet spot thaws out. Or slap it and call it a bad girl? I don't know. Let's see which one it wants. Alright, apparently she wants to be slapped and called a bitch. Let's do it. Take that, you fucking slut. That did it. As White Snake says, let's go ahead and slide on in before it changes its mind. We've got consent! Onward! Mystical fog shrouds the land and the inside of my visor. Holy crap.
We've gone from 77 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, the most beautiful time of year in the Wang, to apparently silent hell here in Oregon. But I'd be kind of a piece of crap if all I did was experience the best weather that both sides of the coast have to offer. And besides all that, I'm in Oregon with some of the most beautiful roads in the world, let alone the United States of America. And honestly, I don't care where I am. As long as there ain't ice on the roads and as long as the rubber ain't melting on the roads, baby, we're going riding. Cue a dozen people in the comments down below right now saying how they ride with ice on the roads. I get it. Somebody's always got a bigger dick. There's always a bigger mountain. There's always a bigger fish. Have at it. Have your fun. Tell me how you ride with ice on the roads down below. Doesn't hurt my feelings. I think I might stay at home if the roads are ice. Personally. Boys, I'm not gonna lie. I can't see shit. I'm just kind of, riding by sense of smell right now. It tells me we're heading in the right direction. I don't know why people get so freaked out about zero visibility. Dude, I can't see what's coming at all. I don't know if it's scary or if it's fine, so I'll choose to believe that it's fine. Seems like I'm not going to be able to do that much to change it anyway, so I might as well be calm and have a good time. I think my headlight's working. I hope my headlight's working. Dude, I tell you, I better see at least one other motorcycle on the road. Come on. Well, I say that, but if there's another motorcycle on the road and I can't see anything, I don't know how I'm going to see them. Once again, we'll just go with the positive, and I'll assume there's other motorcycles on the road. You see, when I don't have enough info to come to the good conclusion or the bad conclusion, you might as well just pick the good one and have a good time. Quick reminder that these are nice gloves, but they're not winter gloves. Yikes, dude. My digits, my extremities. There's the sun. You see, everything was fine. I didn't have anything to worry about at all. And if I did, I made it past it all right. You might be asking yourself, why am I freezing my extremities off out here in the PNW when 77 and Sunny's waiting for me back home in the Wang? Well, first off, the PNW is also my home. It may be my adoptive home, my second home, but I love it here. And of course, my man Sugar Tree Jay is here. And we got awesome stuff coming out right now with sessions. We're just past the harvest right now. Everything's getting cut down and fresh frozen. The stuff that the boys down on the farm harvest literally goes from being alive in the sun, in the ground, to being flash frozen. It is off the plant literally like 5 minutes, if even that long. There's nobody out there who's got fresher stuff than we do. I would say in Oregon, definitely not. The country, I don't think so. The world, possibly. Why not? I ain't had everybody else's shit, but I know how good ours is, so I'd stack it up against anything in the entire world. That's how good it is. But the awards speak for themselves. We got a wall full of them. You ain't gotta take my word for it. Today, Oregon, and the surrounding PNW states, if you want to cross the border for a Kessel run and pull some Han Solo type activities. Now, there's plenty of dispensaries near the border for obvious reasons. And yes, we're in all of them. And if we aren't, make sure you ask your local bud tender to order sessions on LeafLink. We got a lot of awesome new Brap Star stuff coming out with sessions, but for right now, I think the one concession I'm going to make to it being 40 degrees is having a motorcycle with a windshield. So let's go fix the Power Pig. Ugh, I guess I could get a windshield and some hand guards for the FXR. I don't know, man. This old shovelhead FXR, the wet spot, it's hard to want to change anything about it. Like, I love this motorcycle. I don't think you understand me. Let me say it again. I adore this motorcycle. This motorcycle is so good. I mean, I guess that's debatable, but to me, okay, beauty's in the eye of the beer holder. And honestly, I don't really want to change anything about it because it's just so perfect exactly the way it is. Baby, don't ever change on me. It's so perfect that I feel like if I just add or subtract even one thing on it, that it's gonna break that magic spell. So no windshield for the wet spot, baby. We're gonna take whatever she's got right in the face. tell you, man, it's something I do not miss. Back in another lifetime when I was a Ford mechanic for a living, a couple lifetimes ago at this point. It doesn't get that cold in Florida, but there are, of course, days and months and weeks even where it's down in the 40s and 50s. When I was a mechanic and I rode my motorcycle into the dealership, getting there and having your hands be cold when you started working on stuff and the tips of your fingers being numb and then busting your knuckles on cars and reaching in behind Crown Victoria dashes because they all needed new freaking heater elements and so on and so forth and all that stuff, especially pulling dashes. I hated pulling dashes when my hands were cold. Well, anyway, I don't miss that, so I'm gonna warm up my hands before I bust my knuckles open on the KZ1000. All right, guys, we gotta do some general maintenance on the Power Pig. Trust me, the KZ1000P, this thing could take a slug from a 45 and still make it for another 10 miles. But they do ride just a little bit better if you do some general maintenance. They'll go for a really long time if you don't do anything to them at all. Let's shoot for forever, not just a long time. Chain and sprocket on it, oil change. I gotta put a new fuel filter on it. Just general things that you would do over the winter up here in the PNW, but I'm doing it so I can ride this bike during the winter. I'm pretty sure that standard procedure on these things, as per the manual, requires you to remove the rear exhaust to get the rear wheel off of this thing. But talking to guys who've been police fleet department mechanics for the KZ1000s, they said that they never bothered removing the exhaust. I really don't want to either. They just removed the rear shock bolts and dropped the wheel lower or raised it up to get that axle past these big cans back here. I would like to eventually put exhaust on the bike, but when it came to spending money on the motorcycle, I figured I ought to spend money on maintenance before I spent money on it sounding cool. I've never done this before, but there's a first time for everything. Let's try it out. There we go. All right. Whoops, that would have been a knuckle buster. Oh my gosh, not quite. I think I'm just going to be able to get it out of there. Sweet. Awesome. Oh, gonna need that. All right, it's out. Am I missing something here? I should have asked the fleet service mechanics about this in addition to the tire, but I think this just has to, this all has to come out. And we're out. We've been metal on metal somewhere in here. Got a whole bunch of glitter that you don't want to see. Let's see if this thing's got enough ass to get this off. All right, let's try a little more diplomacy. There we go. Just want to make sure which way we're going on here. Put a little smiley face on the side that goes towards me so I don't forget. Because I will forget. Yikes. Gross. There's freaking like O-rings in there. Broken O-rings from this chain. So we definitely need a new chain. All right, that ought to hold it. Not exactly a procedure, but you know, by hook or by crook, right? That ain't gonna cut it. Once again, we're gonna have to practice a little bit of diplomacy. They might have been able to run this for another chain. I'm not sure. I definitely needed a front sprocket. Those, in my experience, those tend to wear out a little faster than the rear sprockets do, but they almost always come as a set, and this is just a piece of like stamped steel. This is not expensive. The front and rear sprocket set for this, $50 or something, and it's a JT sprocket. They're very, very cheap. So, I don't know. I got it off. Might as well replace it, especially when I'm kind of like on the edge about it. If you guys have never seen inside one of these, what's called a Cush drive, as I drop them all out. Wow, I'm making this look really fucking cool, aren't I? This is a Cush drive. They do go bad sometimes, but this one feels fine. They're on Harleys, other big CC bikes. They're not on every bike, but they're on a lot of them. And Kawasaki was really fond of using Cush drives on a lot of their rear wheels. So all this does is create a little bit of cushion right here when you're getting on the throttle. Not a ton, but just a little bit, so you're not snatching that rear wheel. And that does a few different things. Improves drivability. It's not as jerky. It improves wet weather handling because you're less likely to spin out. And of course, it improves your tire life. Now, some people get rid of them because getting rid of it, now you've got a one-to-one transfer from the chain to the sprocket without anything squishing in between. So performance guys don't like these, but we're going to go ahead and keep it because the KZ1000 is still plenty fast. Okay, due to circumstances beyond my control, but most assuredly within my control, depending on who you ask, but you're asking me, so beyond my control. I don't have a chain breaker kit, so I'm kind of stuck right now on the bike until we go get a chain breaker kit. That's not going to happen right now because we got a really awesome event that me and Shaylisi back here are going to do with sessions. Instead of continuing to work, which is fun, I like to tinker, we're going to go have even more fun. I would say it's not a bad life when I have to shirk my fun duties to go do even more fun duties.
You said duty a lot of times.
Some might say too many, depending on who you ask. But you're asking me! All right, after waiting in traffic for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
How many people even live in Oregon?
We forgot our costumes. Not everybody's in costumes out here. Some people just look that way. Jake Richards 96 has told me a few things that I really like to hear. One of which is, you got me into riding motorcycles. I don't care if it's true or not. Tell me sweet lies, baby. Whisper them into my ear. I just want to hear things I love, and that's one of them. Now, when did you start riding?
22.
2022, and he's 5 motorcycles deep. And if we lower ourselves just a little bit here, when he said I'm 5 motorcycles deep, I didn't see a frown on her face, so I'd say you got yourself a keeper, my friend.
And she doesn't care that half more parts in the yard.
They have so much potential, much like him, right?
Oh, of course.
My man here hosts the biggest mini moto ride on the West Coast. We call it SSBC, man. That's small scooters, big tops, but it's super secret bike club if your mama asks.
So,
You can
thank
have that
guys
one for free, bud.
I just love what you guys do, so here's some swag for both of you.
Neither of these guys smoke, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to smoke to hang out here. Just because we sell sessions doesn't mean you can't pick up some for a friend. There might be a girl out there who's awful happy that you hit all the booths, including sessions, and brought something back for her. This man Robert here just walked up, beautiful fiance Shannon, and he told me he just got his very first motorcycle last month. 2008 Heritage Softail. How's it been riding it so far?
It's been awesome.
Better be the most fun you can have with your clothes on, and if you take them off, it comes in a very, very close second to everything else. Just goes to show you it's never too late to start. Not that you're an old man.
41.
41, yeah, we're the same freaking age. It's never too late to start. I don't care if you start last month or 10 years ago or if you're gonna start next month. Do yourself a favor, don't deny yourself. Buy the bike. We can't ever come to Portland, and it's a good thing, without an appearance by the entity.
I don't even remember what I said.
It's okay.
I can't read, Josh.
Here's the thing about the entity. Everybody has a little bit of anxiety. Some people have a lot of anxiety. And when it comes time to go out, you might be afraid. You might go, I'm going to be afraid hanging out with all these people I don't know, doing things I haven't done before. And that's okay. He's afraid all the time. He just does it anyway.
Everything. Afraid of everything, especially words. Scary.
All right, and we're back. Let's finish this up because we got to go back to Tampa and do the Forgotten Angels camp out. All right, let's get back to Tampa. Oh, standing in front of the Cadillac here, the shipmobile that was definitely supposed to be sold already. I kind of need the money from that, but we just didn't have time to broker the deal or really find the right buyer while we were up here last time. We definitely don't have time this time either. We got a jet right back to the Wang because we got the Forgotten Angels camp out coming up. All of me and Shaylee's worldly belongings are somewhere up in the air, in boxes, outside, in the rain. Anyway, we've got a lot to do to get prepared for the Forgotten Angels camp out. Unfortunately, it's not anything that we can accept any help with because it's all personal belonging stuff. What you can help with, though, is by clicking that link and visiting the raffle for Forgotten Angels for that Road King that we're giving away this Saturday at the camp out. Tickets are $25. You too can be a bad person doing good things. 100% of the proceeds go to benefit Forgotten Angels. Right now, there are less than 1,000 people who have entered. That's better odds than a scratch off. If you want a chance at an almost brand new Milwaukee 8 Road King, click that link down below. There's only a few days left to grab your ticket. Regardless of anything else, myself, Shaylee, Cami Bay, Blissful Ellie, and everybody from the Discord and people who are in the Premiere chat right now. What's up, Premiere? It's literally like a Premiere in real life. We really got to get name tags this year. But also, Dragonbot is going to be there, aka Shop Goblin. And I want to make sure that you guys have gotten your bonus ticket for the raffle and are also helping out Dragonbot, Kayla, myself, Shaylee, and the whole team with the Orion project. That is an artificial intelligence project that uses 3 custom-made separate artificial intelligences. It's a beta test that Kayla has been working on for years. She graduated college and this has been her passion project and something that she has put all of her time and effort into and has come out amazing. It's something that's helping out Forgotten Angels, it's helping out me, and all the people who've signed up for the beta test so far, it's helping out them as well. We haven't gotten a bad review yet. There's going to be a link to Orion AI down below, along with some unlisted videos and a playlist explaining what it is, how to use it, and everything like that. Though, if you just jump on there, it's self-explanatory. You guys will be part of the beta test, so there is a Discord you can join as well on the Orion site where you can discuss what's going on. It's $9 a month, and trust me, Kayla's costs go way over what it costs to sign up for this. But we want to make it up to you guys anyway, and since Orion is playing such a huge part in helping out Forgotten Angels, and you guys are helping to do that by being the beta testers, if you sign up for Orion, there's only a few days left. If you sign up for those monthlies, you will get a free raffle ticket, and you'll get a free raffle ticket for every month that you're signed up. But make sure you're signed up this month if you want an extra ticket to win that Road King, plus the bonus motorcycle that will be given away at the Forgotten Angels camp out. In this world where AI is everywhere, it's really scary sometimes, it's really weird. It's fighting against a lot of the evil, crap that people are doing with AI, and it's doing so in such a way that nobody else has done before. And I think that we should throw our full support behind it because, once again, it's putting a good thing into this world in a space where lots of people are trying to do very bad things. And even if you don't win the Road King, there's a 100% chance that you're helping out somebody, these young men and women. You're helping out somebody who has a lot less than you, someone who never got their first shot in life. These young men and women have been through hell and back, and we're working on the back. That's what we're helping with. Together, we're changing the world, and it feels pretty damn good to be doing it with guys like you. And we'll be changing the world and doing all these amazing things and helping young men and women come back from homelessness and abuse, but it doesn't mean we ain't gonna party this weekend. So until the camp out, keep it weird.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Panic spreading far and wide. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Who will risk it all to end the evil call of Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. They never give up, they never say die, walking tall with banners high. Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.